Hey everyone, welcome to 2018. We're currently day 2 in this 2018 and I wanted to create this video to sort of lay out the plans of what it is that I want to do on this channel in 2018. The reason for that is I kind of like holding myself to things publicly over on through Twitter or on video like this on YouTube of saying this is what I plan to do, because I feel like it keeps me more committed to it. I don't want to break it as much. And so in this video I just want to take you through three of the main goals that I want to accomplish this year. So before I quickly jump into that, I want to talk about why I decided to do this. So in 2016, I decided, very similar to how I am now, that I was gonna, do Project 365, take a photo every single day for an entire year, which I completed. And I said in the summer I was gonna get an internship or get some work somewhere, and I managed to get in this great company. And within a week, I was working with them in Cannes, in France, and the week prior to that, I was working with Adobe in Barcelona. And so I got to do all of these amazing things last year because I actually put in the extra effort, and I just worked really hard on sort of these side projects and like this side hustle that I had. And so 2017 came round and it started off great. It really did. I started working with Nintendo in that January of 2017, and I worked with Adobe. And then it kind of just stopped because I stopped. I kind of got busy with university because it was my final year and I didn't really do anything on the side, and pretty much 2017 was just a bit of a waste of time, really. I don't feel like I did much with it. And so in 2018, that's why I want to come here, say what it is I want to do, and then you guys are going to watch me do it. So number one, the first goal that I really want to, actually no, I'm not going to quit a goal. This is something I'm going to do. Like, a goal sounds like you can miss it. This isn't a goal, this is a commitment. I'm 100% doing this. I'm putting it on film. I'm going to make and upload one entire YouTube video once a week minimum. So there's 52 weeks in a year, so that means 52 videos minimum are going to be uploaded to this YouTube channel. I feel like I've neglected this YouTube channel in a lot of ways. I keep saying I want to do stuff, and I never get around to it. So this is my way of forcing myself to upload 52 videos, very similar to how I did Project 365, where I said I was going to do a single photo for every single day of the year. By getting into that rhythm and actually having, one a day, you end up building up this streak and you don't want to break it. And so you end up doing it more and more. I want to do that, but in the video form. So 52 videos, I don't know what they're going to be. They're probably going to be those like cool video explanation, video essays kind of thing. I want to do some more tech videos. I want to do some book reviews on creativity and entrepreneurship books. I want to do vlogging. I want to do some more photography stuff, some, film production, some Instagram challenges, sort of like saying I want to get to 1,500 followers on Instagram, and then week by week sort of showing my strategy, my processes, what I'm learning, what worked, what didn't, to try and get myself to that level. I think that's one idea I've got. I've got about 200 video ideas just sat on my Evernote right here, and I'm going to make my way through them all. I'm going to really commit to making one YouTube video minimum this year. I'm going to do some live streams. I'm just going to go all at it. I'm getting myself pumped just talking about it. So in the comments as well, please tell me anything that you guys might want to see. I'm very clearly up for anything that you guys want to throw at me. And I'm also going to be doing a quarterly video review. So once every single quarter, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4, I'm going to upload sort of like a progress report. I'm going to sit down very similar to this, and I'm going to say, here's what I found easier, this is what I'm finding challenging, and sort of just talk you through sort of my progress with this, and what it is that I hope to sort of accomplish in that next quarter. I feel like as I go on, these goals may change slightly, and I want to sort of openly discuss that with you and be open about sort of things that, I don't know, I just feel like having a quarterly report is just going to be beneficial for both of us. It's going to keep me on track. It's going to keep me committed, and I just want to have that publicly open with you guys rather than keeping it all up here in my head. So for instance, one of those quarterly goals is per quarter I want to jump to this next milestone of views per day. So a lot of people always jump on the subscribers. I want to have 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000, million. subscribers don't mean anything. There are people who have millions and millions of subscribers and they get barely any views. And so what I wanted to look at it was, I want to get so many views per day. So Q1, January, February, and March, I want to get 50 views per day. So March 31st, I want to have 50 views per day on average, at least. So that's what I'm going to do. Q2, I'm going to rank that up to 100. Then Q3, 500. And then hopefully end of this year, December 31st, 2018. I nearly said 17 then. Hopefully I will have 1,000 views per day. So roughly 31,000 views per month. I feel like that's kind of a challenge. I don't feel like that's too hard to reach. I feel like if I really grind and put the effort in, I can get to it. But at the same time, it's not that hard. It's not like I'm saying I want to, be 100,000 views per month, because that's kind of ridiculous to sort of assume you'll get there on such short notice. So I mentioned a few minutes ago about Project 365 and how I really enjoyed that first year of being with my camera, going around taking photos. It really developed my skill, my eye. And then in 2017, because I stopped, I literally barely ever touched my camera, the thing that I'm recording this with now. I only picked it up for 1 week of videos, and that was it, really. I didn't pick it up. I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't force myself to go out to interesting places. And I wouldn't say my skill has slipped, because I can still pick up the camera and be where I was before, but I still want to improve. I still want to, my Instagram's died. The most recent photo on my Instagram was March 2017. So that was 9 months ago. And so I feel really bad about that, and I feel like I need to get back on top of that. So the next commitment, number 2, going to do 1 photo every week. I didn't want to do every day because it is very, very intense. And with all of this other stuff, as well as having a job and everything else, I just thought a day is too much to do when I have all this other huge commitments that I'm tying myself to. Whereas with photo of the week, I feel like I can find time to, pick up my camera and go out and take something. And so that in itself will also be another 52 photos. So 52 videos, 52 photos, 1 a week. And that's sort of that. Now, this is something that I've been working on for a couple of months already, getting it developed. And you may have seen some of it on my Twitter if you follow me over there, link in the description, is my podcast, which I'm calling Connecting the Dots. Now, this is a podcast sort of speaking to people who are creatives, who are in business, app designers, graphic designers, videographers, photographers, just people who have really good hustle mindsets, people who are always happy, just anyone that I can get my hands on who I think is pretty interesting to talk to. I'm going to sit down with them for half an hour, hour and a half, and sort of talk to them and ask them questions about their successes, what they've learned, what they've failed at, how they get into the next level. And what I particularly want to focus on is not so much like a lot of other podcasts where they look at the positives and, oh, this is so great how you got from here to here. What I want to talk about is what they struggle with, the negatives, because we put on so many successful people up on a pedestal and we think, oh my God, they never have bad days. Oh my gosh, they never struggle. Everything's so easy for them. It's effortlessly. I want to break down that facade and sort of speak to them and say, okay, you seem like someone who's super successful. How have you struggled? How have you got past these issues in your past, and sort of really delve into it more, that angle, that sort of side of things, rather than just having an hour and a half of glorification and hearing people's stories, but not hearing sort of the negatives and the hard work. Because I want to highlight that, because I feel like that's more relatable to people. But yeah, there's going to be a mix of that in the podcast. So that's called Connecting the Dots. Here is the graphic work for it. I really like it. I think it looks cool. Please tell me what you think of it in the comments below. And that I'm going to say I'm going to do roughly, I'm feeling 8 to 10 episodes, I would say, of this podcast episode. And I want to launch that. I'm calling it season 1. And I'm going to be launching it hopefully by the end of March 31st. So that there is a very, very tight schedule to do all of this other stuff and get 8 interviews done with 8 cool people. I already have 2 planned and lined up. So yeah, I feel like stuff's coming together. I already feel like I'm going to be a lot more busy this year than I was last. Now, if that wasn't enough, over the next year, I've committed myself to reading 4 books. I don't read that much, and I thought, rather than just saying I'm going to read, which is just open-ended, and you can't really keep track of that, I'm going to say I'm going to read 4 books. These are the 4. Number 1, Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. This is a book that I read part of quite a while ago, and I kind of just didn't get back around to it. And his second book, Crushing It, is coming out at the end of January. I don't have that because it's not out yet, but I want to read this, and then the follow-up, Crushing It, by the end of March. After that, I'm going to go in with The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. I've read a little bit of this already, 36 pages. I'm going to finish this book right here. And then we are also going to have finally Velocity by Ajaz Ahmed with the introduction by Richard Branson. So that there are my 4 books that I'm going to read by the end of this year. I feel like I'm sort of out of breath. I feel like I've spoken to you guys so quick, so fast, but it's because I'm really sort of very entertained by the thoughts of actually doing all of this creative stuff and putting in work and hopefully building an audience with you guys again. Thank you. There's obviously going to be other stuff sprinkled in throughout the year, but those are sort of the 3-4 things that I'm really going to keep myself committed to, and I hope that you guys will follow me on this journey. So if you're into it, if you want to see how I get on with this, if you want to join me in very similar thing by taking a photo a week or starting up a YouTube video, like a vlog or something like that, or reading a book, say in the comments. We'll do it together, and we can also do quarterly reports. So I'm going to do those, 4 of them every year, but I'm really excited. Subscribe if you want to follow me on this crazy journey of the next 2018, and also on my Twitter, because I got a lot more behind the scenes there. But that's it. We're done. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. And tomorrow is the first video this week. It is a cool, pretty fast, cool editing. It's just cool. It's just a cool video of me editing and unboxing a Google Home, which I got for Christmas. It's a pretty cool video. I like it. I burned something in it and nearly caused a fire. If that interests you, you can click that link there if it's up already, or click the link in the description. But thank you for watching, and I hope that you join me in this next year. Goodbye.